And with no end in sight to the tension in Sudan, foreign nations are racing to evacuate their citizens from the war-torn country, and violence punctured a fragile U.S.-brokered ceasefire. Evacuations have continued in the Port Sudan on the Red Sea coast in eastern Sudan for the fifth day in a row, as hundreds of nationals of Arab, Asian, and European countries leave via air and sea on the Red Sea coast in eastern Sudan. About 2,000 state nationals, representatives of diplomatic missions, and United Nations employees are waiting to complete their evacuation procedures from Sudan through the ports in the coming hours. Now, tens of thousands of Sudanese and foreign nationals are trying to get out of the country during a tenuous ceasefire between the country's army and a rival paramilitary group, the Rapid Support Forces. Evacuations are continuing, with nearly 2,000 people from 50 countries crossing the Red Sea to the port of Jeddah on a ship organized by Saudi Arabia. Commenting on the evacuation of the U.S. Embassy in Sudan, the State Department spokesperson Vedant Patel said they are working on two urgent lines of effort to assist U.S. citizens in Sudan and to implement a 72-hour ceasefire, which began on Monday night.
The successful evacuation of our Embassy Khartoum personnel, we are working on two urgent lines of effort related to the crisis in Sudan. The first is to assist U.S. citizens in Sudan and to coordinate with our allies and partners on efforts to secure their personnel. We are in close communication with U.S. citizens and individuals affiliated with the U.S. government to provide information on all available departure routes for those seeking to depart safely. We are providing the best possible advice we can about conditions, safety, and security so that they can make their own decisions with the most information possible. We also continue to coordinate with allies and partners who are conducting their own operations and work to include our citizens in those efforts. The second line of effort is pressing the SAF and RSF to implement and fully uphold a ceasefire and allow unhindered humanitarian access. Following intense diplomatic efforts, the SAF and RSF agreed to implement a nationwide 72-hour ceasefire starting at midnight yesterday to move beyond temporary ceasefire commitments and achieve a more durable end to the fighting. We are coordinating with regional and international partners and Sudanese civilian stakeholders to assist in creation of a committee to oversee the negotiation, conclusion, and implementation of a permanent cessation of hostilities and humanitarian arrangements in Sudan.